Well, I'd like to bring on the next speaker, and she's the director of Marketbridge, and her name is Irene Go. Hi, Irene. I hope you're here. Everybody, Irene, are you here? Okay, Irene, just allow me
Oh,
to
hi,
just give you a quick
hi,
introduction. Thanks for
hi.
joining us today, Irene. Okay, so
Yeah,
ladies and
hi.
gentlemen, Irene has more than 15 years of experience in partnerships. And she is going to tell us more about the challenge that Marketbridge has brought on the OIP platform. And basically, I think in essence, Irina, you're looking at how we can create an intelligent automated gifting platform, right, for Marketbridge to
Yeah,
efficiently
that's
procure, reconcile, and manage gifts, right? So this is going to impact not just Marketbridge itself, but also the entire, corporate gifting and customer gift redemption industry in Singapore, I believe. So, Irina, do present on your data-driven gifting marketplace. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ms. Irene Go, Director from Marketbridge. Take it away, Irene.
yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you for taking time off to join us for today's session. So I'm Irene, and we actually specialize in conceptualization and management of loyalty and rewards incentive program in APAC region. So some of our clients include like Samsung, MasterCard, Prudential, and Maybank. Yeah. So I think our problem statement is really to look for partnerships to address how we can create an intelligent automated gifting platform that will make gifting really easy, fuss-free via mobile devices. And basically, in a broad stroke, right, that will allow companies to also incentivize their employees and their customers easily. So the proposed solution from our partners should be able to should enable us to effectively procure, manage and issue all these gifts and do the reconciliation with real-time redemption trends and data. Yeah. So the prototype should offer a seamless, automated and an intelligent gifting platform to facilitate personalized gifting from companies to employees and between consumers. It should offer us real-time tracking so that we can reconcile what's the inventory, enable us to, settle billing efficiency between us and our retail partners. I think it is important that it has to be web-based, mobile-friendly, intuitive for users, and scalable across markets. So I think some of the key features of the proposed solution should include an intelligent inventory management system so that we can actually manage our gift inventory cost effectively. We should also be able to procure effectively by identifying what's the redemption trends and manage our inventory level optimally. There should be real-time tracking so that we can prevent any fraud and duplicate redemptions. Like I mentioned earlier, automated billing is also a very key feature that we're looking at, because I think a lot of time and resources are put into billing and reconciliation between us and our retail partners. So we should be able to also make it a little bit more personalized. I guess consumers these days are really looking for a personal touch. So the system and the portal should be able to recommend gifts based on the user profile. For example, if we're able to collect data on user trends such as their age, their gender, based on the redemption on history, the system should be able to offer them, what are the gifting ideas and recommendations. So that kind of reduce the time to shop for gifts. And it should also offer consumer a very convenient way to redeem their gifts digitally and an intuitive interface on mobile devices, because it is really pivotal for successful user adoption. So I'll dive deeper into the requirements right now. I think like I touched on earlier, managing gift inventory can be very laborious. So we would like to be able to have an intelligent system that is able to prompt us to replenish our gifts, able to guide us to procure effectively when inventory runs low, able to do automatic reconciliation on a real-time basis, and at the same time identify like what are the trends for certain gifting, like during circuit breaker. I think a lot of people, instead of redeeming physical gifts, they have actually gone into like working with e-commerce partner to offer e-gifting and vouchers on e-commerce platform, because that's what consumers really need at a point in time. Yeah, and also to make recommendations on like the data and the trends based on the user profile. Yeah. Okay, and the next slide is also be able to collect relational data on user profiles, what kind of gifts that are popular, So that will actually enable us to procure our gifts and inventory effectively. So just to share an example, the solution may be able to provide things like, for 30 to 40 years old female, based on the trends and the gifting ideas that's available on the platform and what people have been redeeming, we actually make recommendations to users on that. And this actually gives us good data to better estimate and forecast the demands of certain items. So our content will be more relevant to the user. Yeah, we should be able to look at some partners integration as well with like some of our key partners, Shopee, Lazada, Grab, Fair Price Group, as well as Dairy Farm, so that we can actually do real-time redemption reconciliation. So for voucher management system wise, we are actually currently looking for very creative ways to deliver this e-gifting to delight our user. It can be via email, SMS, WhatsApp, or even Telegram. The gift should be able to be issued to users digitally via e-platforms, and the platform should have an e-wallet for our user, right, to store their vouchers and access it anytime they want. So the redemption is seamless, is convenient. We should also be able to have added feature to prompt them maybe on voucher expiry, because I think most of us have issues like, vouchers expiring and we get them stashed somewhere and we probably forgot about them. There's also a flexibility to give them away or even exchange with certain users on the platform. So there's a community out there between different users. Yeah. So what's in it for our partners? We are actually putting 20,000 prize money for prototype development. The shortlisted vendor can probably work with us to either co-develop or even be a supplier to commercialize this solution. And I think the IMDA team has touched on earlier on the technological resources and the facility for prototyping, as well as the expertise to test the resources. So some of our evaluation criteria would be like the solution fit to address the problem statement, how fast and the readiness for us to ascertain the go-to-market time frame, and also how creative and innovative the solution is to be able to let us deploy to the market and to scale. The tech team experience as well, to offer us advice and consultations to work on the prototype. Yeah. So the deadline is on 30th of July, like the IMDA touched on earlier. So I think that's the presentation. I thank you for your time, and the floor is now open for Q&A.
That's right. Thank you very much, Irene. A very, very succinct presentation. But Irene, allow me to represent the tech solver audience, right? Maybe ask you one or two questions. Okay, sure. Basically, I would just like to know, what is your current system like, and what is the biggest pain point that you experience?
Okay, we are currently using a platform which is Quick Commerce. It is a SaaS solution. I think the pain point is such that a lot of solutions out there are probably on one size fits all, and it's not really customized for our needs. And we have a lot of pain points trying to do reconciliation with our retail partners. As you know, a lot of retail partners out there, when they are doing different kind of rewards redemption with different partners, right? It's always back to a lot of physical tracking at the retail front. And most of our partners are usually very concerned about duplicate redemptions and whether the redemptions have been abused by the users. These are quite common queries. And we have also consumers coming to us asking things like, I actually forgot to use these vouchers. Can you check for me if the vouchers have been used? Why is it that I can't use it on that platform? Can we extend expiry? Things like that. These are very common queries that we get from most of our client users. So I think the gifting platform should be a bit more intelligent and intuitive to be able to make this entire gifting process and the redemption process a lot more seamless for our partners as well as for the users. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Irene. A very, very good answer there. Okay, we can move on to some questions from the floor. So I'd like to take to the first one, which is what are the factors Marketbridge will take into consideration when deciding on the suitability of the gifts? Very good question there.
Okay. Actually, for us, right, we have a very extensive network of partners. So we work with retail partners from, from like F&B kiosks all the way to departmental store or even like a Brompton bike, right? So the suitability of the gifts, right, is really depending on the budget that most of our clients would have set way ahead. And we populate these contents within our portal and we recommend them to the users based on the user profile. Yeah, so the suitability typically will be ascertained by our client and the team curating the gift catalog. But most of the time is based on a lot of market trends and what's new and attractive in the market right now. If we're able to get some data and insights on what's really popular with, say, a 40-year-old a guy or even millennial, what's trending right now, these are actually very good insights for us to table it to our clients so that we can also help to refresh their content and their rewards catalog more effectively. I think one of the common questions that we have from some of our clients these days is that a lot of people are working from home right now on a remote basis. They don't actually spend a lot of time with their employees, right? What better way to engage their employees, to reward their employees? And it's more than just offering flexi benefits. It's more than just giving them a meal sent to their homes. It's really about offering them a more personalized suite of employees benefits. And that kind of ties back to, you know, the gifting programs that we've been working on for banks, for insurance company, because everyone is looking for creative ways, right, to engage and reward their employees and customers.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. May I just add on to this question now? Sure. I was inspired by Charles' presentation just now. But so what about the interests and the hobbies of the the clients? The marketplace. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that will be something really useful for us to populate some user data, because if, say, we have a group of people, they are in their 30s, maybe as they reach their late 30s, they suddenly becomes really health conscious and they're really into cycling or hitting gym. Such data will be really useful for us. So as we share with our clients, right, clients can be a little bit more informed what kind of gift will be more suited for employees and consumers. Yeah. So I think I see another question here about our current billing system. So we are on Xero.
System, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we are on Xero right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. It'll be good if we can actually do an integration on Xero. Yeah. Looking to build.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So another question.
Additional engagement beyond just gifting services. So what else can you do besides gifting? Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we did contemplate about this idea of reusing, recycling, and even donating it out, right? I think, like myself, we get quite a bit of gifts here and there. I think vouchers are usually very practical items. We get them stashed up somewhere. We forget about expiry. And actually, these vouchers are good for someone who might have good use for it. If we can actually repurpose these vouchers within the community or even donate it to someone within the underprivileged community, I think that will be a really good feature that we can consider within the community. Yeah, I think the other thing we also thought of would be, I think during the circuit breaker, there's a lot of gifting going on, right? Buying food for your friends and getting, like the pastries delivered. At times, I really get too many pastries within one afternoon. I can't finish them. Yeah. So if the delivery of the gift or even redemption can be a bit more personalized to your needs, right? I think that will be a lot more useful. And
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And we reduce waste as well. So that's something that we are looking at as a key feature. Okay. So I see another question that who will be the key users
of the platform mobile app.
So essentially, we have a few group of users here. So administrator will be people like us running the outfit, right? We will also have our retail partners, because they are the one going to pull out reports on the actual redemptions going on a daily basis.
So we need something like a data dashboard, a data dashboard to analyze.
Definitely need a dashboard for our partners to see, what's the number of redemptions that's been fulfilled at certain stores on a daily basis. The other thing is we also should be able to give our clients certain access on relevant reports for their insights. For the consumer front, right, I think the consumer should be able to look at, like, from the e-wallet, what are vouchers that are available, or what are gifts that they have already been gifted, and when are the expiries. Certain very useful information will be where their stores are located. If it has have a prompt that can even notify them that when they're within the region or the area, that they can actually use the vouchers to do a redemption, I think that will be a very nice feature to have.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay, we have one more question for you, Irene. It's
sure.
has Marketbridge worked with other e-commerce platforms to offer digital vouchers?
No, we have not, because we function more like an aggregator, and we promote our partners and our vouchers to our clients directly. So we don't actually work with, Shopee. We don't work with, any of the e-commerce platform out there to retail the vouchers. Yeah.
Okay, one very good question right now. Great vision for this gifting platform. I would love to use it as a customer. Okay,
Great.
which are the prioritized features for the scope of prototype, considering the time and the price money given for this challenge? Yeah.
Well,
so what would be the prioritized features in your view, Irene?
A very great validation that we really have a user that would like this. Okay, I think one of the key things would be for reconciliation. That will be very key for us, to be able to do a real-time reconciliation with our retail partners. I think CMS to populate the content should be fairly easy to get it built up. Other features like inventory tracking will be quite crucial as well, because that's a pain point that we have at the moment. Gift recommendations is probably secondary. It's a nice feature, but we definitely would like to look at it in phase 2. But digital issuance, inventory management system, right down to billing management, right? They are actually key features that we'll be looking at.
Phase 1 in your phase 1.
Yeah,
okay.
in phase 1.
Okay.
Yeah, the recommendation, which probably would involve some kind of AI to collate data to do recommendations. That's probably in phase 2. Yeah, I hope I answered that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very clear answer. Thank you, Irene. I think, okay, I'm just going to hold on to see whether we have any more last minute questions that we can give Irene with. But okay, I think that's what I think the audience is very kind to you today, Irene. Thank you very much for a very clear presentation and for answering the questions. And we look forward to very exciting submissions for this business challenge from Marketbridge. Thank you very much, Irene.
Thank you.
See you soon. Thank you.
Thanks.